Okay, now when it comes down to restore, revive, renew, I remember partnering with you earlier in your mission where you were fighting to advocate for felons and helping them getting their rights restored.
Yes.
So when you say you were hustling, I really look at it as a heart for the people because you were trying to find your way. What motivated you to help get felons back active to vote? I know you partnered with Dr. Dion. I think it's Dion Jefferson. Okay, tell us
Yeah.
what motivated you to do that.
Well, I had felons in my family,
Okay.
that, thought that they couldn't vote. And when I say I was hustling, I just mean I wasn't running an organized organization. I was running it as a hustle.
Right. Not as a
Right,
501c3, that type of
exactly.
thing. I got you.
Exactly. So I had, like I said, I had young guys in my family that had served time, been
Okay.
in and out of jail. But when it came time to voting, they didn't even attempt to vote because they just thought, I
Right.
can't vote.
Right.
I got a record.
Right.
And so one day I was listening to talk radio. Actually, I was listening to Rashad Ritchie
Okay.
on talk radio, and he was talking about that, on his radio station,
Right.
about felons' right to vote because I think it was an upcoming election coming up or something around that time.
Okay.
And I was like, man, this is something I need to do. I said, because I got people in my family that don't even vote because they think that they don't have the rights to vote because they have a record.
Right.
And so when we partnered up and we did that and started walking the streets, knocking on doors, we found there was a lot of people in McDonough that had, felons that were felons and had never voted but they were, they was all probation, they was all parole, but they didn't realize they had rights. Yeah, the rights have some stipulations to them because all felons can't vote.
Right.
But for certain things, you can still vote after your record is clear. After you've served your time,
Absolutely.
you can still vote. So that's what motivated me to do it because I had family members that wasn't voting because of that.
Okay. And really, you changed the game in that because at the time I didn't know my voting rights, and I stopped voting, and you educated me, and I mean that inspired me to go out in the community and just push hard. So you definitely changed the game into what Henry County is now shaped up to be. Because I feel like if it wasn't for some of those felons getting out to vote, being registered to vote, a lot of our local leadership wouldn't be here today.
Absolutely.
How do you feel about that?
I agree 100% because, I'm a native.
Okay.
And I know what Henry County was. I
Yes.
know where Henry County has been, where it's been, and where it's come from. And I pray to God that it keeps going forward, for the best.
Right.
But yes, it's shaped where we are today because we didn't have all these people of color
No.
in positions.
No, not at all.
I didn't see this growing up in Henry County. We had one black on the police department.
Okay.
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 Maybe two, because my cousin ended up being a police at one time.
Right.
So, but we didn't have a commissioners all black or majority black.
Right.
City council all black or majority black, and definitely not a black mayor.
Definitely.
Yes, it did shape Henry County somewhat to what it is today because you got more people on the voting roll.
Okay.
That were not voting. And then that's something I am very proud of.
Yeah.